Cold Startup, Model S, 2015, 85D.
They come from everywhere to take the challenge. Great multiplier. Why I'm the door here.
Do that to me one more time.
Hello guys, good to see ya. So here we are on the 1st of March 2019 in the lower mainland of British Columbia, Canada, and we're at a balmy 7 degrees. Absolutely stunningly beautiful out. So yesterday at 2 o'clock Pacific time, Elon and the crew at Teslandia released the Model 3 standard range for order. So now for $35,000 you can click on and purchase within a minute a Model 3 standard range with an expected delivery in the US from 2 to 4 weeks. So the heading of this video is a bit of a clickbait, but it's not. And I want to explain myself, and I'll explain myself in a bit. So for that $35,000, that equals about $46,000 Canadian with the current exchange rate of today. So $46,000 Canadian, that's before tax and before incentives. So the tax is going to take you above 50 grand, and we would think that the incentives, depending on which province you are, would bring it down below 50 grand. So around 56, 57, let's say that $47,000 is where we're looking at. So about 47 grand Canadian for the standard Model 3. Now for that 47,000 Canadian, what you're going to get is you're going to get a 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. And that's pretty snappy. You're also going to get about a 220 mile, which is 350 kilometer range. And that's at the high end of what's available on the market today in that price range. The only competitor to that would be the Hyundai Kona. And the Hyundai Kona, I would say, is not as advanced as any Tesla out there. Not even close. Not even close. Also, you're going to get a top speed of about 130 miles an hour, and that is 209 kilometers an hour. Like, you're never going to go to 209 kilometers an hour. Ever. I hope. Now, when I say it's the standard model, they don't want to use the term basic. Elon and the crew want to stay away from the term basic, but it is basic. It's like when you go to a body shop or a car rental when you're visiting, and you ask for the economy level of vehicle to rent, and it's the most basic model. Well, that's what you're getting with this Tesla Model 3. So what that means is that it's going to be manual seats and manual steering wheel adjustment. It's going to be cloth seats and very basic trim around the car. The audio is going to be basic, and it's going to have the standard maps and navigation. So this is where I'm going to explain why I'm saying don't buy. Once you get it, say if you clicked on the very standard and basic model of the Tesla, and once you get it, and then what you start seeing from other Teslas that have the cruise control, autopilot, high functioning this, high functioning that, you're gonna second guess yourself, or you might be in a little bit of buyer remorse at the $35,000 mark. So if you were to spend, I think it's $3,000 more, you can get into a higher trim level. You can get a higher audio, higher navigation. You can get the cruise control and auto steer for $3 grand more, which I'm sure, yeah, it brings you up to 38. but the technology in that is worth the $3,000. So that's why I'm saying don't buy the $35,000 model. You should buy the $38,000. Now, 38,000 American, we're getting there. We are now above 50,000 Canadian. But it is so advanced that you need to have that extra $3,000. And the reason why I say that is when I bought this is a CPO 2015, and I bought it in December of 2017. And in December of 2017, Model 3s were still a long way away. And for the same price of what I paid for this, basically a fully loaded Model S, Autopilot 1, I could have got, for the same money, a performance Model 3 with Autopilot 2, which could be Autopilot 3, which could be Autopilot 3.5. And as I sit here today, I would have to give it some serious thought to whether I made the right decision. It was the right decision at the time, but right now when you start watching the videos of what the Model 3s or any modern 2017 up Teslas of all models are doing with the autopilot navigation and highway on-ramp to off-ramp and all that kind of stuff. My car, AP1 2015, doesn't do that. And it will never be able to do that because it only has the cameras at the front. So that's why I'm saying give it some thought before getting all excited about the $35,000. You will love the $35,000 model, the standard model. You will. And it will be one of the best vehicles you've ever purchased. However, for the technology that's available for that $3,000 more, or the larger battery, I would go with that. So that's why I'm basically saying don't buy it. Don't buy the standard model, the $35,000. Click on a few options. It'll get you up in price, but it's definitely worth it. All right, guys, you take care, and I'll talk to you soon.